When I posted this video here in March of 2023, I had no idea that so many people would watch and find value from that video, which is amazing, but two, that there would be such big changes soon after posting that video. So today we're going to talk about that and discuss whether Tyler, Texas is still a great place to be Catholic. Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For everyone new here, my name is Ronnie Withers, and if you would like to know what it's like to live, eat, sleep, work, and play in Tyler, Texas and the surrounding areas, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you are the first to be notified on any single Tyler, Texas market update. My amazing team and I getting calls every single day of people just like you who are looking to either move to Tyler, move within Tyler, or sell their Tyler home. So if that does sound like you, please go ahead and reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We will get together, we will hop on a phone call, and we will get you into your dream Tyler home. Okay, like I did my first video, I'm going to preface this by saying I'm going to be talking all about being Catholic in Tyler, Texas today. So if you are not Catholic and you have no interest in the matter, then feel free to skip this video and I will see you next week. But if you are Catholic or have any interest at all, I urge you, please stick around and maybe you will learn something new or find out something interesting. So a little bit of a backstory on me. My name is Ronnie Withers. I am a fairly new Catholic. I am a convert to the faith, and I was confirmed in 2020. I got married to my beautiful wife in Lexington, Kentucky in 2021, and we lived out our Catholic faith there in Lexington, Kentucky for a little bit until we discerned that the questionable leadership over there made us feel like we had to go somewhere else to find a new Catholic community. This is where I saw a YouTube video of Bishop Joseph Strickland of Tyler, Texas, talking about his faith, the Tyler, Texas area, and it put Tyler, Texas on the map for me. And long story short, we decided, not just because of Bishop Strickland, but he was a massive part to play, we decided to pick up from Kentucky and move to Tyler, Texas for the Catholic community. And that definitely is a long story short. If you want to see the full story, check out the first video that I posted about being Catholic in Tyler, Texas. So fast forward to now, there have been some big changes in the Catholic community as a whole, not just the East Texas Catholic community. So we now have a brand new Pope and a brand new bishop. They're the two big ones. The main controversy I'm sure you're all aware about is Bishop Strickland, and he is no longer our bishop. Now, I will speak for the East Texas community as a whole. We are very sad that he is not our bishop anymore. And I won't go into the controversy of him being removed, but I will just go through the timeline very briefly. So Bishop Strickland was removed from office by Pope Francis in November of 2023. And as of November of 2023, we were appointed Bishop Joe Vasquez, who was at the time the Bishop of Austin, and now he is the Archbishop of Galveston, Houston area. So we had Bishop Vasquez for a while until the new bishop of Tyler was chosen by the Pope. And the new bishop was appointed in February 24th of 2025, and that is Bishop Gregory Kelly. So that's a bit of the backstory, the history of things. I know all of you want to know, people who are maybe in other states and thinking, oh, is Tyler still a good place? What happened with the bishop? We don't know anymore. We love Bishop Strickland, and I love Bishop Strickland too. I still do. He is an amazing person, and he has brought a lot of good Catholics here to East Texas. Bishop Gregory Kelly, from the couple of months he's been in office as our bishop, I have nothing but good things to say about him. I've been to quite a few of his masses. I've never spoke to him personally, but from the inside information I get, people in general are very happy. Bishop Kelly, he has great homilies. He's a quiet man, but he seems like a very nice, holy, good shepherd for the East Texas people. So Bishop Kelly, I'm sure you're not watching, but from a lowly lay person, if it matters, we all think you're doing a great job. But no Bishop Strickland anymore. That is just the cold, hard truth of the matter. We do not have Bishop Strickland. And I know for some people, for a small minority of people who want to move to Tyler just because of Bishop Strickland, or have already moved to Tyler because of Bishop Strickland, they're going to move. They're not going to be happy here anymore. However, what I will say, I will answer the question right here. Is Tyler, Texas still a good place to be Catholic? Yes, it is. An unequivocal yes from me. That's just my opinion. If you disagree with it, hey, you're free to do that. The Catholic community and the values that Bishop Strickland brought in while he was here, they're still absolutely here in Tyler. The community is the biggest thing that makes Tyler, Texas an amazing place to be Catholic. There are so many reasons, in my opinion, that makes Tyler a great place to be Catholic. One, the biggest thing I think is the community. Amazing community there. If you do move here, you will figure out what I mean. Just one example of that: group chats, group messages. There are so many. The second I move here, you're in about 5 or 6. I'm in men's chats, I'm in dad's chats, I'm in entrepreneur chats. There's so many different groups for women, for mothers. There's homeschool groups. There's women's groups, there's young adult groups. There are so many. The community is just so alive here in Tyler, Texas, and that is not going away soon. I see it every day. I'm very fortunate to work with a lot of you guys, a lot of good Catholics, and help them move to East Texas and help them buy a home. And that number is not decreasing since Bishop Strickland has left. There are more Catholics moving here than ever. It is an amazing place to be Catholic. Along with the community, like I said in my last video, just the masses are so reverent. You never have to worry about a lack of reverent masses here in Tyler. I know some place, and I do feel it, when you go on vacation or you go to other dioceses, you have to be a bit careful and you're a bit worried. Oh, what's going to happen at this mass? You don't have to worry about that in Tyler. You have a lot of different parishes, but I personally go to the cathedral, and 10 a.m. at the cathedral, you've got the bells, the smells. It is the Novus Ordo, but very reverent altar servers. It's amazing. It's mass, so it's always going to be amazing, but very reverent, which moves me into priests. Amazing, very reverent priests. I won't say any names today because priests get moved around fairly often, but the new priests coming out of the seminary are on fire for their faith. Very reverent. You see a bunch of cassocks everywhere. It's absolutely amazing. The older priests, again, amazing. I can't speak for everyone because I haven't seen every single priest and cleric in East Texas, but from what I see, an amazing group of priests, very holy men, and always ready to serve us Catholics here in East Texas. There's also things such as we've got a 24-hour adoration chapel, which is absolutely amazing. You can spend time with Jesus anytime you'd like. We do have 2 Catholic schools here in Tyler. We've got Bishop Gorman for the high schoolers, and we have St. Gregory School for the younger kids as well, and very good from what I've heard. Obviously, all schools have issues, but from what I've heard, very good Catholic schools. I've got a couple of friends who work at Bishop Gorman, and very good places to send your kids if you are Catholic. And then I know a bunch of people homeschool as well. We've only got a little baby who isn't at school level yet, so we don't know too much about the homeschooling situation, but all I know is that there is a big community, again, a community of people who do homeschool, and there's little co-ops, there's homeschooling groups, so if you are a homeschooler, Tyler is an amazing place to be too. Now, one of the biggest changes since the last video is the Latin Mass. Now, I'll say straight away, the Latin Mass has not been completely restricted here in Tyler. Yes, there have been some restrictions like they have all over the country on Latin Mass. So we do not currently have the Latin Mass at the cathedral. Whether that will change with the new Pope, who knows? I'm not going to get into that can of worms, but we do still have an FSSP parish here in Tyler, Texas. So we have St. Joseph the Worker. So at the moment, they're located in North Tyler in their old chapel. It seats around 100 people, so it is very cramped, very packed every week. It is on fire. Like, a lot of people go there, a lot, so you can barely get a seat, but we still do have that Latin Mass. Now, so with the St. Joseph the Worker, they have been donated 14 acres over in the kind of North Tyler rural area, and they are actually, I think, about to break ground any day now on their new church hall. So the plan is, they've raised the money, the plan is 2 phases. Phase 1, which they're going to start now, is to build a parish hall and kind of interim church where they're going to have mass for the time being. So that's going to seat around 400 people. That's 4 times the size of what they have now at St. Joseph the Worker. So 400 people in the parish hall on this 14 acres, beautiful, amazing location. And that's going to be about 5,300 square foot. And then phase 2, once that's been built and they raise more money, they're going to build a huge, big, beautiful church where they have the Latin Mass in Tyler. So there are so many exciting things that's going to happen with the Latin Mass here here in Tyler. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to be built, but if you are strictly Latin Mass goers, then Tyler, it's still an amazing place to be. And the nice thing is, no matter where you live around Tyler, you're only going to be at max. If you're in kind of the 30-minute bubble, you're only going to be about 30 minutes from the church. So I know a lot of you, I speak to a lot of traditional Catholics who at the moment travel hours and hours to get to Latin Mass. That's not the case in Tyler. Even though it's been restricted slightly, you're still going to be able to go to Latin Mass, and you're only going to have to travel at most 30 minutes, unless you're right in the sticks. So with the Latin Mass still available, the Reverend Mass, Novus Ordo Masses, the Reverend on fire for their faith priests, the community, and our new bishop, I can quite confidently say that Tyler is still an amazing place to be Catholic, and that is not going to change anytime soon. So hopefully, if any of you were on the fence or worried, I'd say at least keep Tyler on your radar, because we moved because of the Catholic community. A lot of other people have, and we are all, in general, very happy to still be here in Tyler, Texas and be Catholic. So if you have any more questions, please reach out, call, text, email, all the questions. Come check out Tyler. We need to compete with those Baptists, and we're slowly getting there with all the new Catholics that are moving here, but let's pump those numbers up a little bit. One of the last things for me to mention, I didn't mention it in my last video, but the Spanish Texas missions here in Texas, there are so many of them. I know in a lot of states there are lots of other missions as well, but Texas, we have really good Spanish missions here, and we've actually got one in Nacogdoches, which is about a couple of hours away from us. So if you like the missions, then you'll be very, very happy here in Texas too. That was just a little tidbit I wanted to add at the end. But to wrap up, yes, we've had a lot of changes. New pope, new bishop, lots of news stories that blow everything out of proportion. It was still a big deal, but blow everything out of proportion. But Tyler is still, in my humble opinion, a very, very good place to move to if you are a Catholic, especially a traditional Catholic, and you can live out a nice, peaceful, quiet life here in Tyler. Now, I'll most likely this is part 2, I'll most likely, who knows when, make a part 3 of this trilogy. Once we've had a little bit more time, if any other changes have happened, I'll make a part 3 and give you a bit more of an update then. But until then, I can't wait to meet some of you, and I really do appreciate you all watching this video. The amount of support on the first video was just insane. I'm so thankful for you guys. Please leave a comment or reach out to me if you have any more questions. Please leave a like if you did like the video. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you are new, and until next time, God bless and cheerio.